Hey there, AMC fans, and welcome to the Thursday Ticket. We are here in the AMC studios coming to you live, and you know what we do every week. We talk about movies and all kinds of Hollywood news. So I'm Sergio, and I'm here with Jordan.
Hey, everyone, and Sergio, it is MLK weekend,
Yes.
So there's an extra day.
Thank God for extra days.
To see movies, and there's a big movie coming out this weekend, and it's the long-awaited M. Night Shyamalan movie, Glass, and we're going to talk all about this film in our weekend movie guide, but that's going to lead us into our question of the week right now,
Yes.
which is, what is your favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie? Now,
comment, let us know. We're very curious to what you have to say.
He's had some, if you look at his filmography, he has
roller coaster,
some highs and lows,
right?
But you cannot deny that he is not a
unique
storyteller.
I mean, I agree. I think every one of his movies are just like opening the pages of a storybook, whether they're horrific or whether they're sci-fi-esque or just plain nice, and like Lady in the Water with the fairies and all that stuff.
Yeah, So let us know right now, and I'm going to ask my friend Sergio, what is your favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie?
So I think the typical response, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you are probably commenting The Sixth Sense. I remember when that theater came out in theaters, but we'll to get to that later. My favorite M. Night Shyamalan is Signs. I thought that movie was fantastic. Aliens, it gave me enough sci-fi in there. The actors were great. I mean, Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix, stellar guys. And the movie just felt so real. Like I felt like I was a part of it, experiencing the terror and the uncertainty that these guys went through. So Signs, by far, I think, to me, one of my top, if not the top, M. Night.
Yeah, I think that's a common theme in M. Night Shyamalan movies of taking ideas like aliens or superheroes for Unbreakable and Glass and really grounding them in reality.
Yep.
And while Unbreakable, I love that movie.
Nope. Signs. Oh, you mean Unbreakable?
No, Signs. Got it. I love Signs.
Yes.
I also love Unbreakable.
I do too.
But I have to go with The Sixth Sense.
Sure.
Classic. It is a classic movie. It has one of the most iconic lines in movie history. I see dead people. And it really introduced us to the Shyamalan twist. He's no stranger to a twist ending. And while you were working at the theater when The Sixth Sense came out, I hope no one spoiled it for you, because that's a big...
It was hard. I mean, there are people that went time and time again to see it, and I'm there serving popcorn. Did you see it? Oh, that part when... No.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But let us know, favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie, and we're going to talk about his new one, Glass, in our weekend movie guide. Let's get to that.
So this is it. It is Thursday. The movie opens at 7 p.m. tonight, Glass. We've been waiting for this, I mean, obviously since last year, but this is a movie that's pretty much been almost 19 years in the making.
Yeah, Unbreakable in 2000 and then Split 2017, but I find it so cool and so fascinating that these two worlds are coming together in this movie. I remember sitting in the theater for Split, and my mind was blown when towards the end of the movie you see Bruce Willis, and I was like, oh my God, are they doing this?
It was the diner scene,
Yeah.
and the one emoji I can only think of is the one that has its mind blown, because that's how all of us felt. The moment we saw it, we were like, oh, are you serious? They took it there.
I mean, it was unexpected.
Yeah,
right?
but you know what? We probably should have expected it, right? Because, studios and marketing people are just geniuses at what they do. And they drop some subtle hints in the form of their posters. If you look at this image that we're going to show you now, look at the Split poster and the Glass poster. Some subtleties there, right? You got the shattered glass. Some of the glass pieces actually interject with one another, which is really cool. Total Easter egg right there.
It does look like, those posters combine into one.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
Really looking forward to Glass, because we get to see Bruce Willis return. We get to see Mr. Glass himself, Elijah, played by Samuel L. Jackson.
Can't
so
go
those
wrong.
Characters from Unbreakable returning for this, and then the characters from Split returning. You have James McAvoy.
Who played how many characters?
It was upwards of 23.
Like 23, 24, I don't even know, 27 even. It was incredible, his performance.
Anya Taylor-Joy from Split, a standout in that film, is coming back for this one. And we also get to see some new characters as well. Sarah Paulson plays the psychiatrist who is dealing with these very unique personalities and individuals.
And what great casting was it to put Sarah in this role? I mean, she lives to me in this kind of universe. I mean, I remember her from American Horror Story.
Yeah.
I mean, she was. Yeah,
she's
great casting, and she's an awesome actor.
Yeah, and she was in Ocean's 8 this past year too.
That's true. Yeah,
Not like this, but she's had you know.
Kudos to her. She's awesome.
And we have a behind the scenes look at her character. Let's go ahead and take a look at that right now.
My name is Dr. EllieStaple, and I'm a psychiatrist. I understand that the three of you think you are superhuman. I am here to discuss the possibility that you are mistaken. Dr. Staple is a woman of incredible compassion who has a deep-seated belief that her way of thinking is an answer to some of the world's problems. I've been given 3 days to treat you by whatever means necessary. The facts you are basing your belief in are wrong.
I suppose I saw her more as a statuesque figure. She's got a lot of sensitivity and empathy for her subjects.
Dr. EllieStaple specializes in patients that believe they're comic book characters. This is the continuum of belief, of delusions of grandeur that has existed over time because comic books have become this incredible obsession in the world.
It's a very fine line between her clinical manner and her need for order and her ability to become incredibly connected to the person she's talking to. Like classical mythology, these stories are about gods amongst us.
Everything extraordinary can be explained away, and yet it is true.
He's still very calculating. He's still strong in his conviction.
He's changed over the years.
That question of good and evil, what a villain is and what a hero is really powerful.
It's a really interesting way to use the comic book world. What happens when you really have a belief that you have superpowers and that you might be superhuman? And don't we all sort of secretly wish, or maybe even secretly think that we do? Your friends and family members have lost their perspective.
You really dissected him, Doctor. Good for you.
Out the movie to go see this weekend. I know where I will be tonight for an 8 o'clock show. So yeah, it's going to be wonderful. Can't wait. Can't wait.
And you're going to see Glass.
Yes.
So Sergio, are you, speaking of Glass and heroes and villains, would you consider yourself a hero or a villain?
Ooh, good question. I'm going to fair to say I'm a hero. Yes.
Okay.
I'm a really nice guy, and that is my superpower. Even though I may have a villainous laugh.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I know something that will make you even more heroic.
Okay.
And that's these two movie tickets.
Those movie tickets?
These movie tickets.
What are we going to do with those 2 movie tickets?
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to give them away to one
lucky
viewer, but we have a trivia question for you.
We do. And to get the opportunity to go to the movies for free, this is a question you got to answer. So, what is the overseer's weakness? So, in the film, what is the overseer's weakness? Like, Superman has his kryptonite.
Yeah.
So, what is the overseer's weakness?
So leave your comments or leave your answers in the comments below, and we're going to pick one winner at random at the end of the show, so be sure to stay tuned in. So Glass opening this weekend at AMC Theaters, but we have a really cool cocktail to go along with the movie.
That's right. AMC is not unfamiliar for making movie feature drinks or theme drinks, right? And the one that we've created for Glass is called the Nemesis.
Nemesis. Every hero needs one, just like every moviegoer over the age of 21 needs to order this movie-themed cocktail at MacGuffin's Bar and Lounge.
That's right. So the Nemesis, Patron with blue curacao, some lime and pineapple juices, topped with Angry Orchard's hard cider.
That sounds
hard cider.
Very, very
sounds
delicious. is not all.
No, we have a little something for those of you out there. Check this out.
So if you purchase our Nemesis cocktail, you will get, at select locations while supplies last, this glass, shot glass.
I love it. Like Jordan said, they're in limited supply at select locations. So get to the theater tonight before supplies run out and pick up your shot glass. That's pretty awesome.
And we have an exciting lineup of movie-themed cocktails for the entire year. It's going to be a jam-packed year of big, big movies. So we're going to have cocktails to go along with that. So be sure to stay tuned to the Thursday Ticket as we unveil new cocktails. But we mentioned it's MLK weekend.
That's right. It's a holiday weekend.
And while there's only one, new release this weekend, there are plenty of movies that you can see at AMC. And let's just rattle a few of them off. I mean, The Upside and A Dog's Way Home opened last weekend.
I will say, if you haven't had the opportunity to see Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph 2 Breaks the Internet, go see the movie. It's still in theaters, and we're actually bringing it back to a whole bunch of others that had maybe lost it over the last couple weeks.
So that's a great movie to see with the family. Also, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Mary Poppins Returns, Bumblebee.
Hey, we even got Creed coming back to theaters, man. If you
Creed
didn't get a chance
2.
to see it, this is a time to see Creed 2.
And we cannot forget about Aquaman.
Oh, the mega Aquaman
making
movie.
a huge splash with moviegoers, crossing $1 billion at the worldwide box office.
That is like
very
a
impressive.
coveted, title. I mean, your movie has crossed the $1 billion mark. And kudos to the DCEU, right? A lot of people have thought, with the exception of Wonder Woman, that all of DC's movies weren't in it to win it. Well, guess what, naysayers? This movie, much like Wonder Woman, have proved that DC is out there to, pose major competition.
Well, yeah, and you look what's coming next for them. You have Shazam in April, which
Hello.
looks like so much fun.
That looks cool.
And then a little movie coming out in 2020, Wonder Woman 1984.
Who's going to go see that? I know I will.
I am. Sergio, I am. So lots of options to see this weekend, this long weekend at the movies. But we have a lot of Hollywood news that we have to cover as well. So let's jump to that right now.
There's a lot of Hollywood news. I mean, so tis the season, right? This is the award season. So many different award shows have gone by, and some that are still upcoming.
Yeah, and this Tuesday, we will know what films, what actors, directors are going to be nominated for Oscars. The Oscar nominations are this Tuesday, and Sergio and myself are going to be at the office very early on Tuesday
bright
morning.
and early. We were thinking, 5 a.m. is when we have to be here Pacific Standard Time.
And I heard that you're bringing the donuts and coffee for everyone. So
and the onesie.
I'm holding you to that.
Not the onesie.
Really excited to see what films come away with nominations this Tuesday. And we're going to get ready for our Best Picture Showcase, our annual fan favorite. Get to see the Best Picture nominees on the big screen before Oscar Sunday. And
this is the 13th year that we've done the Best Picture Showcase. And let me tell you, it has gained year after year so much popularity. I mean, how many of you guys have gone and been a part of the fanfare and a part of the Best Picture Showcase? Let us know, because it is amazing. Tickets go on sale when, on the 24th?
It's next week.
We got
to find out what's nominated, and then we got to
got to figure out what's going to go where, what schedules, this and that, what theaters. But yes.
So very exciting. Also exciting are some trailers.
Oh gosh,
that we got to see.
This is a week of trailers.
And let's start with the Spider-Man Far From Home. We got our first look at that film, and it looks awesome.
The movie looks amazing. So the first thing I did, much like a lot of you guys probably did, when exactly does this movie take place? Is it pre-Infinity War, post-Infinity War, maybe? I mean, does that mean that Spider-Man survived? Nick Fury too, right?
I mean, you have Avengers Endgame coming out April 26th, and then Spider-Man Far From Home comes out July. So what's the timeline here? Because, to your point, the last time that we saw Mr. Peter Parker, he was snapped to dust.
Exactly.
But he appears to be alive and well in this trailer, in this movie. But one other thing to mention about Spider-Man Far From Home, how cool did Jake Gyllenhaal look as Mysterio?
He looked amazing. And I gotta tell you, Mysterio's costume in the comics is not one that's easily translatable, I think, to real life.
Yes.
And seeing him in the new costume looked killer.
I was skeptical of whether they would have the fishbowl look for it, and they did it. He looked so cool. That was such an awesome moment in the trailer.
And I will say, being able to see the elementals, right? The Sandman and the Molten Man, you got to see all. And Jake Gyllenhaal, is he a good guy? Is Mysterio a good guy in this movie?
It appears to be in the trailer, but trailers can be
deceiving.
Another awesome trailer that debuted just today, John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum.
Can't wait for that, man. I mean, he was born to play this role. He is the embodiment of the Baba Yaga. I mean, he is amazing.
He's doing what he does best in this movie. That's kicking butt and taking names.
That's right.
I just really hope that no one messes with his dog in this movie, because that has happened before.
I think people learn from mistakes, and word got around that we shouldn't mess with this pup.
We should maybe leave his dog
I
alone.
will say, though, I thought that the introduction of Halle Berry in the trailer,
yeah.
Wow, is she like the equivalent of John Wick? You know, the female John Wick? I don't know, but it looks badass.
That final shot of the trailer where the two of them are going down the alley, just shooting them up.
Yep.
I mean, if you haven't seen those trailers, go to our YouTube and subscribe for those trailers and so much more. But we also saw a tease.
Yeah, the big tease.
Something that kind of came out of left field, was unexpected. So it is Ghostbusters. Jason Reitman is making a new Ghostbusters film that will serve as a sequel to the original Ghostbusters film, and
we are ignoring the 2016 Ghostbusters, right? This is, like you said, a direct sequel.
Yes.
That shot when the camera's going into the barn and all you see is the Ecto-1 kind of get revealed. Oh my God.
And you know, we don't know much about this movie. We don't know who the cast is. We don't know if the original cast members, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, are returning to this film. But we do know that it's going to be released summer of 2020. So I'm hoping that new information comes out, because we're about a year and a half away. But in some other exciting Hollywood news.
Now get this, right? So Hank, a couple weeks ago, we had a show, talked about our biggest movies, our favorite movie in 2018.
Yeah.
And Hank said his favorite film was Mission Impossible Fallout. Well, holy
Hank's
smokes.
gonna like this news.
Tell me, right? The news that just dropped, where Tom Cruise and director Christopher McQuarrie are working on 2 new sequels, a continuation of the franchise. Holy smokes.
What, 7 and 8?
This is like, you know, Fast and the Furious, Harry Potter. We're getting into the mega franchises.
And this is a duo that works.
Yes.
I mean, McQuarrie and Tom Cruise collaborated on Rogue Nation and Fallout, 2
great movies.
Incredible movies. And
great movies.
I just don't know how they're going to raise the stakes. Because, I mean, I don't think that Tom Cruise can do any crazier stunts, but he'll find a way.
They'll find a way.
I mean, they're going to space? I don't know.
They will be practical effects, too, by the way. There won't be CG in them.
Some broken bones, maybe. I don't know. But we also had tickets on sale for some films, starting with Captain Marvel, went on sale last week.
So Captain Marvel has been killing it so far with advanced sales. Can I tell you, this movie, as compared to other Marvel movies, say Black Panther, is actually outpacing sales for Black Panther, which is out of control. If you guys remember, Black Panther, $700 million movie, opening weekend at $250 million. This movie is surely not going to disappoint.
Yeah, cannot wait for the first female-led Marvel movie, Brie Larson taking on this role. But we also had another female-led movie that tickets went on sale for, Miss Bala, starring Gina Rodriguez, opening at AMC Theaters February 1st. Tickets are now on sale for that film as well.
And how great to be able to see that this movie, 95% of the cast and crew was Hispanic. And, you know, when we're going back to diversity and you look at your Crazy Rich Asians, Black Panther, all this stuff, that Ms. Bala is, you know, helping the cause and representing, you know what I mean? I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. So get your tickets to those films and more at amctheaters.com or on the mobile app. But we have some independent films that we're going to talk about right now in our AMCI Spotlight. So opening in limited release this weekend is Destroyer. Now, Nicole Kidman takes on this role, and she looks totally unrecognizable. I mean, you look at that image to your left, Sergio. I mean, that doesn't look like Nicole Kidman.
You know what that reminds me of? I mean, I look at her, And she reminds me of Charlize Theron in Monster.
Oh, yeah, a complete transformation.
Holy
And she
smokes.
plays a police detective who has to revisit an undercover case many years later that resulted in tragic results. So she's getting all sorts of critical acclaim for this role. May get an Oscar nomination come Tuesday.
Would not be surprised.
So it's at a few AMC theaters this weekend, but will roll out, especially if she does get that Oscar
Correct.
nomination. And we had the opportunity to sit down with Nicole Kidman to talk about her character in this film. Let's take a look at what she...
If we do this, we accept the consequences. Do you love me?
You know I do. Nicole, when I first talked with her about this role, she talked a lot about shame and guilt and remorse as a kind of energy that if you don't process it, it eats you alive.
Yeah. You know, the reason there was the transformation physically is because there's been the sabotaging and the destruction of the internal emotions, and Erin has slowly over time just been depleted of her life force in a way.
I just love the idea that Erin Bell takes up a lot of space. She walks into a room and she takes up a lot of space. She's in this movie and she's in every frame. And I feel like that's what's missing sometimes from our female characters, is a sense of true presence.
You chose to play cops and robbers, and you lost.
We all know AMC has a diverse film slate for all of you guys to enjoy, and they haven't been we haven't been unknown to show anime up on the big screen, right? We've done the My Hero Academias that have come about. We've done the Studio Ghibli movies. Well, let me tell you about Dragon Ball Super Broly. Now, this movie opened yesterday and did gangbusters. The reason why, I mean, there's a lot of love for Dragon Ball Z out there, right? Akira Toriyama created the anime back in '93, and what's creating the big to-do with this movie is that you're taking this character, Broly, who has been in previous iterations of movies, the Dragon Ball Z movies that have been, released on DVD in the past, but we're taking now this character, introducing him to the Dragon Ball Super world, and now really putting him in the storylines of the cartoon, the anime that's to come. So get your tickets to Dragon Ball Super Broly. The movie, has been selling like hotcakes. We have been adding shows nonstop today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. Look up amctheaters.com, see where it's playing it next, because this may be, one of a lifetime opportunity to see Dragon Ball up on the big screen.
Well, Sergio, I want to tell you something. You are my bro. Lee. But what
that was phenomenal. That was good.
What a great opportunity if you're an anime fan to see this on the big screen. And we have an article on our AMC Scene blog about some other anime films that are making its way to our screen. So check that out. We'll have the link in the comments below. Also opening in limited release is Stan and Ollie.
Stan and Ollie.
It's playing at around 15 AMC theaters this weekend, but we'll go into wide release next weekend.
Correct.
And it's John C. Reilly and Steve Coogan playing the iconic, one of the most famous comedic duos of all time,
Laurel and Hardy.
So get your tickets to that, see if it's playing at a theater near you on amctheaters.com. But that's our independent films that are coming to AMC this week, but we have exclusive offers as well. Let's get to those right now.
Before we get into our exclusive offers, which everybody loves, right? We did have a trivia question earlier for a chance to win 2 free tickets to the movies. And the question was, what is the Overseer's weakness? So for those that may not be very familiar, the Overseer is Bruce Willis in the movie. And what is his kryptonite? If you remember back to 2000 Unbreakable, water, H2O.
H2O
is his weakness.
H2Go. I got all the puns today, Sergio. I got all the puns. Our winner, Rob Williams. He got the question correct.
Congratulations, Rob Williams.
He is our winner. Be sure to send us your mailing address, and we'll get your tickets in the mail.
So we do have offers that we want to talk about, and the first one we're going to showcase is the Captain Marvel opening night fan event. So if you are a big Marvel fan, take advantage. You will be able to see this movie 1 hour early at 6 p.m. on March 7th. You'll also get a collectible coin, which we've done for very many fan events, and they're awesome. I got a stack at home. And you'll also get a free popcorn. So, Captain Marvel opening night fan event, take advantage now.
Be the first to see Captain Marvel, highly
Can't go wrong.
anticipated movie. Also, AMC Stubs. Join, upgrade, or renew to an AMC Stubs Premier membership, and you'll get $5 in bonus bucks, but a year of the many benefits of being an AMC Stubs Premier member.
I love it. That's a great offer.
So, Sergio, I think that does it for this week. Lots of movie news, lots of things to see this weekend.
Ooh, but you know what is happening this Saturday?
It's a big deal.
Do you guys know what Saturday is?
It's my favorite holiday.
It is.
And I don't know if everyone knows that it's a holiday on Saturday.
We're going to say National Popcorn Day. Yes.
And so follow us on social media at AMC Theaters because we're going to be giving away some cool things throughout the day. And so if you love popcorn or movies, you're definitely going to want to follow us. But again, that's it for this show. We're here every Thursday. And next week we're talking about, what are we talking about, Sergio?
We're talking about The Kid Who Would Be King and Serenity. So again, movies, that's what we do.
Yes.
Movie news, take advantage every Thursday.
Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Happy holidays.